How's it going, everyone? This is Megadon, and today we are playing the first game of its kind, and probably the most hyped game of the year, No Man's Sky. I had been waiting for this game since it was announced, and was slightly disappointed when it didn't come out in May. However, when it came out last week, I couldn't pull the trigger to buy it because I wasn't sure if a game with very little combat is one I'd play much of. Having only spent a few hours in the game so far, I can definitely say I should have picked this up at midnight on its release. After only minutes of getting into the game, I was highly intrigued, although I did get dumped on a planet that has acid-like rain. Right off the bat, I check my objectives list and begin to mine for the resources I need to repair my spaceship. Not too long afterwards, I'm getting attacked by the robot patrol and getting my ass kicked. Turns out, they don't like it when you mine too much at a time. Fighting with these raises your wanted level, where the more stars you have, the harder patrol-bots are. Almost like in GTA, where when you get the 4 stars, you got tanks and choppers chasing after you. As I continue to wander and explore the planet, I notice all the different types of creatures and scan them into my database. I didn't take the time to rename any of them like you can, but I did earn a bit of units for every entry I did. After a while, I finally got to meet an alien race known as, I think pronounced as the Gek. Apparently, they don't like it when you pat them on the head too much. One of the cool things that I didn't know about this game is that you can learn the alien languages. Throughout the planet, there were locations where I was able to slowly learn single words that would eventually help me understand what the Gek would say. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why do I need to do that? Because I'm sure you can probably just make out what they're saying. Sure, but it helps when you first meet somebody and they may ask for a certain resource or some particular thing they need help in. If you don't know what they're saying, they could potentially ignore you and not give you a useful blueprint or something else that might become a use, a rare resource, anything. You don't know until it actually happened. So it kind of makes you want to learn more words so you know what to do and how to go along with that. Once I had spent enough time exploring my homeworld, I finally took toward the skies. I really enjoy flying in this game. Although I have not yet engaged into a space battle, I am excited for the first time I do. I think the best feeling of this game is when you are flying in your spaceship because of how flawless it is to go from planet to planet. Everything just flows so effortlessly. A problem that I'm currently running into is not having enough space in my inventory. It's hard to tell at first what resources you really have to focus on keeping and what other ones you're able to sell for units. The multi-tool you have to mine and fight off patrols with can have several upgrades for it as long as you find the blueprints, which are pretty easy to come by in this game. A couple are to reduce the cooldown rate of the multi-tool, mine more in less time, and to increase its combat damage. The downside to all these upgrades is that you only have about 5 spots of space in the starting multi-tool, and only 2 are left open. The good news, however, is throughout the game you'll be able to find new multi-tools that have an increased number of spots. This goes for spaceships too. Your starting spaceship will only have about maybe 10 spots, or as mine did, but you can always buy or fix up a new ship to increase the number. Now, I've heard people going out and buying ships right off the bat. After only about 2 hours of gameplay, I came across a second ship that was damaged and I was able to repair and call my own. I didn't have to pay anything for it. However, one thing I didn't know before I got the ship is that you can only control one ship at a time. Having said that, I didn't store all the resources on my old ship to the new one. No Man's Sky is a game that's beyond words and should be experienced by anyone who considers himself a gamer. I know the combat is limited, which may be a turnoff for a lot of you guys, but the freedom that you have in this game feels amazing. This is truly a revolutionary game in which anyone who plays will have a different story to tell than everyone else will. I think that's the main concept of this game. Maybe I'm wrong, but my thought is everyone experiences life differently. No one could walk in the same shoes as someone else. I think, metaphorically maybe, that this game kind of brings that to life. No one that plays this game will have the same experience as another player. I think that's what makes this game so amazing. Like, every game we have ever played, anyone could do the same thing. They would just have to figure out eventually. This game is just, it's beyond words for me, guys, and genuinely how I feel about it. I'm not saying that to promote this game or anything like that, but I really think that maybe this isn't what the creators are going for, but that metaphorically to me is what this game is about. Experiencing or having your own experience that no one else can duplicate. And to me, I think that's truly awesome. Truly awesome. I hope you guys will keep tuned with my journey and explore the galaxy with me, as I have much left to discover. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can make sure you can follow along wherever I go and keep in touch with me. Be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed my perspective on this game, and also share your comments about how you're feeling about this game, what journeys you guys have had. I would love to hear it, and I'd love to talk to you guys about it. So until next time, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you guys on the next planet. See you guys later.